Hello world, my name is Scott and I am a minister in a Presbyterian church in Leamington, Ontario. One part of my job, of course, is to preach a sermon each and every Sunday. I love that part of my job, but let me tell you something. There are 52 Sundays in a year, and I've been doing this for quite a while, and sometimes it's kind of hard to be fresh and relevant every week. So I've been experimenting with getting other people to decide what I should preach about. I started off with getting my congregation to suggest using voting or making their own videos what I should preach about it. That was fun. No, really, honestly, it was. It was great. But now I'd kind of like to take the next step. I would like to hear not just what people in the church think I should talk about, but what people outside of the church think is important and I should talk about. So, if you're someone who is not part of the church, doesn't really want to be part of the church, maybe wouldn't even be caught dead in church, well, maybe dead, but definitely not before. But if you're a person who for any reason is not part of the church, I'm talking to you. I'd like to hear what you maybe might consider listening to a sermon about. I want you to say to me, listen, I'm not really interested in going to church, but you know, if there was a minister who were to preach a sincere, honest sermon on the topic of X, well, that maybe I'd be willing to hear about. That's all I want to know. Tell me what X is for you, and I will try and preach a sincere, honest sermon on that topic. Here's how you can do it. Just create a video response to this sermon and post it right here as a comment on YouTube. Just hit comment and add a video. I think the button's down here somewhere. I will play your video comment in my church, and I will write a sermon in response to it. And I'll even post my sermon online, and you can read it or listen to it right there. That's all you gotta do. I mean, who else is gonna give you a chance to be heard in the service of a Christian church? Now, I'd like to be able to promise that I will play and respond to anything that anybody posts here, but well, you know, this is the internet. Have you seen some of the things that people post on the internet? But if you post what you honestly feel in good faith, if you use clean language, if you're polite, I mean, you can be as critical as you want, but please just be polite about it. And if you're brief, yeah, I'd love to use your video to start my sermon sometime over the next couple of months, depending on how many responses I get. And the point of this, by the way, is not to dismiss your point of view or try and convince you that you're wrong. The point of this is simply to try and learn from you. Learn about what's really important and worth talking about. So, will you do it? Here's your chance. Oh, and by the way, feel free to vote on anyone else's video too by rating it, and that way I'll know which ones are really the most important. So, Internet, have at it.